Will time blocking really help you succeed in life? Let's talk about it. Now, you might not even know what time blocking means, but we do have in the 7 areas of greatness, we have training tools. This is a success journal and planning tool, by the way. And one of the tools is time blocking that shows you exactly how to do it. Now, it is a grid, basically a grid breaking down every half hour, every 15 minutes, or every hour of each day. And you might say, I don't do the same thing every day. Well, you can have one for every day if you want, but it's time blocking. Now, over the years, we've coached many different people in this area of time blocking, helping them plan out their day or lead them to habits for success, okay? Habits for achieving something or just being productive in life. Now, most people, when they start this journey, they say something like this: I don't want every minute of my day dictated. I just want to have some free time when I could do whatever I want to do. And I often say, when would you like to do that? And they're like, well, like on Tuesday nights, I just want to be able to be free to do whatever. I'm like, from what time to what time? They're like, from 6 to midnight. I don't want to have to do anything. And I say, okay, let's write that down. And you got it. You time blocked your free time. And I think sometimes another thing that people say is, I don't have time. I don't have time to time block. And I say, what do you mean you don't have time to time block? Everybody has time. Everybody uses the same 24 hours a day to achieve or waste, right? Or not to achieve something, right? So some people would say, well, I'm not that organized. Well, a lot of times what happens is people realize when they do time blocking, one thing that's going to do for you, you're going to realize how much time you might waste. And you might say, I don't want to know how much time I waste, right? Because really, we all have time blocking. I mean, like, imagine this. Any given day between 12 noon and 1, or maybe 11:30 and 1:30, is there something that you do every day from in lunchtime, right? I mean, most people are going to stop and eat lunch, and you might say, well, yeah, I have lunch at noon, and then I'm back to work by this time, or whatever. The point of what I'm saying is you already are time blocking. The reality is most of your time isn't allotted or assigned anything productive. You might say, hey, I just enjoy binge watching some Netflix. It's like, when do you enjoy binge watching Netflix? Well, usually every Wednesday night, all I do. Well, that's your time block. And if that's what you want to do with your time, that's great, okay? This isn't to make people feel guilty for wasting time or having free time. But when you want to accomplish something, or you want to improve yourself, or you want to get better and achieve a goal in life, you will have to have a time allotted for that. I always say this: someday is not going to happen unless you plan for someday to happen. And some people have these goals and they want to go and do amazing things, but they think somehow the wind is going to blow them into success, like somehow I just arrive to success. That's not the way life works. And I do believe in order to be successful in life, you need to time block. Now, most of the successful people, entrepreneurs, business owners, most successful and wealthy people in life, in the world, they have time blocking, meaning from this time to this time, this is what they work on. This time to this time, this is what they work on. Maybe you have meetings. A meeting is a time block. Showing up to work at a certain time is a time block. Work is a time block, right? Sleep is a time block. Playing video games, time block. Reading books, time block. It's all a time block. And you might say, well, but I don't read books at the same time every day. Well, I challenge you to just perhaps, maybe, set up a grid and just don't change anything that you're doing, but just write down the time that you start and the time that you finish things. Do this for a month and then see, is there a pattern? Is there a pattern of, on this night I usually do this, or this day I usually do this? You'll find that you are already time blocked, but then I think you'll find, wow, I have a lot of extra time on my hands. A lot of college students that we actually work with to develop success in this area of time blocking, they seem busy. I mean, they are so busy, and they'll say, I don't have time for this because I have this class, this class, this class. That's time blocked, by the way, and it's each day or whatever, and or each, every other day, however it works. They have a time block, but then there's so much time that they find that they really didn't do anything. Like, I mean, speaking of Netflix, I mean, how many people spend an hour just trying to find something to watch when you could have just watched something and spent that hour doing it? So what I'm saying is being more focused with your time and blocking it out in different ways is a way that can really lead to success in your life, or can lead to greatness. Greatness is what you want it to be. You define greatness for your life, not other people or anybody else. If you're going to be great, you need to feel great about what you're doing and what you're accomplishing, what you're pursuing in life. What is your passion? What is your purpose? What is your pursuit? These are things that we go after. These are things that we run after, whether we know it or not. But it's not just going to come to you. You have to pursue it, okay? That's the harsh reality of life. If you want something, you have to go get it. And time blocking is a way to do it amazingly. Now, you might say, if I do time blocking, what if I run out of time? Like, I love doing this thing, but I run out of time. Well, a lot of times, if you do have different projects that you're working on, and you could set it up in your phone even for an alarm to hit on each day, or on each, whatever day it is, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Tuesday, Thursday, whatever you want, to set an alarm on your phone so that whatever you're doing, it reshifts your focus. And an alarm, or just the top of the hour, the bottom of the hour, and that's why I recommend just doing half-hour blocks. You might do something for 2 hours, but it's going to take up multiple half-hour blocks. But at the top of an hour and at the bottom of an hour, you will be able to change a mindset shift into another project, into another focus, into another block, into another time block. So I want to challenge you with that. Think about getting the 7 areas of greatness, where we train and teach all of that in there. Go to jline.network and grab one of these, and let's achieve greatness together. There is some free lessons and free training, a free training course that goes along with the 7 areas of greatness at the website. So go check it out.